Okay, anybody who watched the first video blog I did, Life of a Jobbing Plumber, I was first fixing a bathroom. Well, I think I just started second fixing it actually. Well, I've finished it now and I'm just popping in today because the lady's away. I'm going to put the silicone round because they've got dogs and people just getting in the way. She's gone away this weekend, so I'm going in today. I'm just going to finish off silicone up and I'll take a video of the finished bathroom. Okay, so I'm fitting these 3 tap hole basin mixer. If you can see there on the basin. We've got 3 tap holes here. The spout goes down the middle one. And then we've got the 2 taps either side, and then they just link together underneath. Now, I spoke to you about this before, but I'm using my Nerad Tapex kit. And this is the fitting I'll be using. So that's the nut we need to tighten and untighten. And this just goes around the fitting and you can move it to work on the nut around a pipe. You get this handle as well, so when you're actually using it, say for example you were doing this nut and you had the pipe coming off here, that is designed to go around the pipe. Okay, like that. So just another example of why this is a good bit of kit. You've never done one of these before, you take the top off. You can see this factory screw head there. That one was fine, but then look at the state of that one. Absolutely chewed to bits. And this is a brand new tap. This is the kind of shit we have to put up with. So, take the top off. And then you can remove this from the top. And this pushes through from underneath. Screw the cover on. And the tap's out. That's that. Then we'll just put the spout in. Slightly different on the spout. Okay, so this is the customer's original shower valve we're refitting because it's a good quality shower and there was nothing wrong with it. So I've got my pipes there, the cylinders are fine. What I need to do now is fix the backplate to the wall. So what I'm going to do is offer this on. all my valves from here, but I need to mark this backplate for drilling. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. This is called a marksman pen. I've had this a couple of years now. It was actually on Dragon's Den. It's a really, really good invention. So I've got one of these Milwaukee mark pens, and this would work, but this is more designed for when you've got a really deep hole and you want to mark, and it'll mark on tile, it'll mark on anything really. And what it does is it sprays a jet of paint through the hole to mark the wall, and you get a nice green cross. So I'll try and do a close-up now to show you how it works. Okay, so you can see we've got 3 holes there we need to mark. Just get the marksman pen and just push it, and that marks through the holes. Just take you a bit closer. You can see those 3 holes there, and one of the best things is this paint is just wipeable, it just wipes straight off. Okay, this is the finished bathroom. So we've got kind of a walk-in shower here. These are basically just panels of glass, and there's a channel on the wall, and it's just sealed at the bottom and at the side. And then the bigger one, which is the full length, has got this support that goes onto the wall, and again sealed on this channel here and all along the bottom edge. Waste for the showers under the floor, that was done first fix. Then we've got wash hand basin, towel radiator, roll top cast iron slipper style bath, and then the toilet. Just show you under the bath. Don't know if you can see that, but where the bath waste goes out through the skirting board, we've got a pipe snug on there. Now they did say the chippy is going to box this waste pipe in, because it comes along in white and it obviously changes to chrome for the wash hand basin. But when I'd finished the pipe, the customer thought it looked okay, so they might not be boxing that in now. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. It took me, you know, coming back and forth with trades and around other people. Done it over the last 2 weeks, but spent about probably 2 days here in total. So, but yeah, the customer's really pleased with it. So I'm just here this morning. I've just put some silicone around the edge of the tray where it meets the tiles there. The decorator's still got to come and finish off and caulk the skirting boards and stuff, but that's me done. So. Okay, if you've got a boiler overheating or just general circulation issues, and say the boiler's not got a filter on it, or you're scratching your head thinking where's the blockage going to be, the first place I'll always check is on the return valve to the boiler. Now what you'll find is if you undo this end, there's a filter, last line of defence to protect the boiler, and as you can see on this one, there's quite a bit of stuff in there blocking it. So it's always good, first place to look I think is take that off, give that clean out, put it back on, and yeah, sometimes that will be the cause of your circulation issue or your overheating. This is another boiler I worked on recently with circulation issues. So took the return off and the filter, you can see that it's really badly blocked. Interestingly, this one also managed to catch a piece of plastic. I don't know how that had got in there or how long it had been in there. The boiler had been fitted 8 years, but all of a sudden it's made its way through, that filter's caught it and it's completely blocked. So just driving through town now. I've got to drop off a set of keys to the letting agents. Any of you who do work for letting agencies will know you get a set of keys to do a job, 10 minutes later they'll ring you, someone else needs the keys, either another trade or they've got a viewing they didn't tell you about. You spend half your life picking keys up and driving back to the agents to drop them off again. Luckily I have finished this job, so yeah, I'm just gonna pop these keys back in, pick up another key for a landlord gas safety check I've got to do, and then I'm going to go to a breakdown, which is a new 2-port valve, I believe. This next job is just a little first fix I picked up off a chippy mate. So you can see here the electrician's been making holes in the ceiling like they like to do, but in here I've got my flow and return to the radiator above, in the room above, so I'm going to tee it off there and come down, run the heating pipes along, and I think they want the radiator just inside the doorway there, and then in there you can see 2 elbows, that's the hot and cold to the basin above, so I'm going to tee off them for the hot and cold. Okay, so we're going to be using my new REMS gun, press gun for this, because we're going to be first fixing with MLCP pipe. Now if you've never used a press gun before, you get jaws and you attach them into your gun depending on what size pipe you use. Now we're using 16mm MLCP, so that's the 16mm jaw there I've just fitted to the machine. So firstly I'm just going to drill the stud where I want my pipes, so then we can start threading the MLCP pipe through. Now I've never used this stuff before. It's surprising how rigid it is but also flexible, and the reason is it's because it's got a layer of aluminium in there. You can still cut it with a standard cutter, but when you bend it, it sort of holds its position. So once you've cut it, you get a calibration tool, or what I'd call a reamer. You just ream out the inside and it prepares it for the fitting. So once you've cleaned that, you get your fitting. Now the fittings come bagged up separate, so you just have to open it up, take your fitting out, and inside there's some O-rings on the brass section. They go inside the pipe and they just twist on. Then you just get your other piece of pipe, make sure you've reamed it out, that twists in, put it into position, and then you're ready to press it. Now the way you press it, you open up your jaws, clip it over the fitting. There's like a white collar there that sits inside the jaws to guide it, and then you just crimp it, release the jaws, and then do your other side. As easy as that. That's an elbow done. So I'm just going to show you now closer on this bit of pipe. So you calibrate the inside of the pipe, ream it out, get it ready for the fitting. Now the important thing is that you get the pipe into the fitting, and the way you can tell you've got the pipe into the fitting is there's these little holes at the end, and you can see when you get the white through the little hole there that you've got the pipe pushed all the way in. So it's really important you do that. Now you'll just see here how I bend it, and because of that aluminium layer you can really be quite accurate and do what you want with that pipe, and it won't move like it would do on standard barrier pipe, plastic pipe. It would just have a mind of its own and be bending all over the shop, but that's one of the benefits of this MLCP stuff. So when you've got your fitting in position, you just crimp it with the gun, and all that's doing is it's tightening the pipe and fitting around the O-rings on the inside of that elbow. When you take it away, you'll see now the 2 extra lines on the fitting on that elbow that show you that it's been crimped and tightened around that fitting. Got some really shitty jobs this afternoon. Gas certificates, yeah, easy enough but boring because I've got like 4 to do. And then I've just been called out to a leak, and it's coming from a lead main that's on the outside of a building, and it's just got a hole in it. So because right where it goes into the wall, I'll show you a little video clip, I'll put it on Twitter. So I'm just going to have to try and bung it or cap it off somehow. I'll probably end up hitting it with an hammer, to be honest, and then I'll go back tomorrow morning because I just ain't got time for it today. Luckily it's outside, so it's running down onto the sort of patio area. So got that to do. Gas certificates. What else have I got to do? Oh, yesterday, in fact, you saw some footage of it earlier. That first fix I was doing in the stud work, where the electrician and the carpenter were there, I had to core out a hole through the wall for the waste pipe for the washhand basin, and I got my drill stuck, my DeWalt core drill. Of course, then it started smoking and wanted to catch on fire, so I've left it hanging out the wall to cool down. So I'm going to go back there. Luckily, that's in the same village as I'm working in now, so I'm going to go back there and try and get my drill out. But all fun and games on a Friday. Winner of the shittest job on a Friday award goes to me for the most random little hole in a lead pipe. How that hole got there, I do not know, but it's right on the fucking joint in the wall. So I basically dressed the lead, which is hammering it, bossing it to cover that hole to get me by over the weekend, and then I'm going to go back on Monday and repair it.